I want to open with something a little bit different, though.
Okay.
Plug and Moss aren't sure if this is really anything, so hey, is this anything?
This has been sitting in my notes for a while, and I've been meaning to address it. Bug, what if I could shit out extension cord?
Okay.
This is something I've been thinking about.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, like an extension cord,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, like your standard thing that lets you plug something in from far away.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like a Play-Doh extruder, it would be awesome if I had the ability to produce that at any time. Like if this happened because I was thinking about superpowers, and we were talking about like crappy superpowers. I think this would be a great superpower.
Okay, so here's what I have a couple questions right out of the gate. Does it have plugs?
No. See,
Okay.
that's important because I thought about that. Passing those would be a problem.
Yeah.
Certainly. And then like deciding the length, I don't know how I would do that kind of biomechanically. So no, I would have to procure some plugs and keep a box of those around.
I mean, yeah, but you can do that.
Yeah.
You already have all that kind of junk anyway.
Yeah, just spend a little bit of time, shit out a bunch of extension cord, and just real quick, strip the ends, plug a cord on there, and boom, you're good.
I'm imagining you like running cable in a new build or setting up a business, and you're just like a spider in the corner shitting out your web of extension cord.
Well, so I thought about that too. And I don't know if that's how I would I don't think it would be respectful to do it on the job site.
Oh, okay.
I would think this would be the kind of thing that I would have to prepare in advance.
Okay.
Because I was also thinking, I forget who I was talking to about this, but I was like, wouldn't that be great and useful? And they're like, I mean, yeah, if I needed an extension cord out of nowhere at the last second. And I had to be like, I don't think I could do that for you.
Okay,
Because I don't think I could, if I asked you to just shit right now,
Yeah.
do you think you could do it in front of me?
I mean, it would be hard. I think it
Yeah.
would be easier for me than it would be for you.
It would be very hard for me. So I would definitely prepare it in advance.
Okay, so a couple more questions. Is this the way that your body is getting rid of its waste? Is it transforming the waste into the cord?
That's sort of the bit I'm not sure of. I'd like that to be the case. Otherwise, it has to come from somewhere.
Well, and also otherwise, you're also pooping from there.
Yeah, I would also be pooping from there, I think.
Okay, so
Because I need to be able to check up on my health. Unless, would it be like checking the outside color of the extension cord to see how your
because
health is
otherwise
doing?
your beehole is like coated in poop particles, and that's where the cord comes from.
My beehole's very clean.
Okay, but your
Thank you.
colon is your colon, and that's where the cord's coiled up.
So that's true. The colon's not just like a simple tube full of shit, though. There's a lot going on in there.
Sure.
To stay out, if it could come down a separate route and just sort of merge at I think it's called the sigmoid colon, the last bit that descends.
Okay.
So it could come out pretty clean, I think.
I think I feel alarmed by how clean you think it's going to be.
I think it's going to be super clean.
I don't like that. I think that the fact that you are shitting it out of your beehole, you poop from there.
So beehole works both ways, right? It's a sphincter.
What?
You know what I mean? So a beehole works both ways in the sense that it's like a sphincter. If I have a tube, let's say I want you to picture that I have a piece of yarn.
Okay.
And I've soaked it in mushed up bananas.
Okay.
And then I have a tight little hole, and I'm going to draw the yarn through the hole. The banana's going to get stuck on the other side and gunked up, and the yarn will come out cleaner on the other side. Like, think about that, right? So if there's a bunch of poopy nasty inside of my body and the fucking electrical cord is coming out, it'll get squeegeed off and be pretty
You know
clean.
that you have to disinfect things that come into contact with human waste. You understand that you can't just wipe bacteria off, right?
Yeah.
So what's your plan for sanitizing the cord?
I'd probably wipe it off before I gave it to someone.
You will probably wipe it off before you give it to someone?
Yeah, I probably will.
I don't want any of it. I don't want you can't be trusted. I'm not a prude. I don't have a problem with beehole cord. That's fine. Like, I'm not a millionaire. I don't have extension cord money. I would love to be able to accept a beehole extension cord gift, but if you're only probably going to clean off the poop, I'm not good with that.
It's going to be fine. It'd be perfect and clean and shiny and nice and new.
No, because you think it's going to come out of your butt like that.
I think it will come out. If it's a superpower, if I can do it, I think I can have it clean.
So, but I don't understand. This is going to get into why the whole wishes conversation. Why wouldn't you just establish as part of this that it was clean? Instead, you're conceding that it might not be entirely clean and that you might or might not clean it.
I was trying to assure you that it would likely be primarily mostly clean, even without
not good
any
enough.
of that.
This isn't good enough.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you fucking put your extension cords in your mouth and you'd be bothered if they were a little gross.
I've seen you put a cord in your mouth.
I do. Colin says, so are you powering yourself or are you saying the full cord comes out end to end? We covered that. It's just the cord and there's no ends. Colin says, let me check the stock in the back. Goes in the back and shits out a new one. N Squared suggested sneaking in and doing it in the night. Jordan asked, Moss, do your extension cords smell like shit or are they neutral? They contain a neutral and they smell nice.
Why? Why did they smell nice?
Because of compounds in the rubber on the outside.
Okay.
Natural compounds.
Okay.
They have sort of a musk.
Okay.
A sort of like...
Kind of like how deer piss smells nice to deer.
Presumably, but I don't know that. Because it smells pretty bad to me. But no, it'll be like nice. Like a nice sort of musky, warm, cozy smell.
I think if we consulted a doctor, my only problem with this is that you do not seem to be at all concerned with the fact you've heard of the fecal oral route, right? Like you understand that you can get sick from human shit.
Yeah, dude. Life is a highway. I've heard of the fecal oral.
Okay. Your butt is a highway.
I made myself laugh.
And the extension cord will be fucking riding on through it all night long. And then when it comes out of the hole that you've admitted also you poop from.
Yeah, to monitor my health.
So I've been trying to meet you here. I'm trying to play in the space with you.
Yeah.
You're sounding like a gross boy.
I don't think it would be gross because it would be natural because it would be a thing my body can do.
Your thing can take a shit and that doesn't mean you should pick it up and play with it.
That's not what's happening, Bug. It's an extension cord. I think of all of us being here, I think you're the one who's being unreasonable.
I think it's pretty wild that you are being so like intentionally obtuse about this.
I'm not being intentionally obtuse. I'm being extremely optimistic about what would be a natural function of my beautiful human body.
You sound like a crazy alternative medicine person who's like, it's natural.
Most people hate extension cords.
My body makes it.
Yeah,
well, they'll probably
chemicals.
buy your butt cords. You'll be like, unpasteurized raw ass cord.
Well, a message has just come in to be pinned in chat from Jordan. Jordan says, no plug equals just cord equals what point? Why is no one listening? You put the plug on the end yourself.
Yeah.
You put the plug on the end. It's super useful. It's super clean. It's super natural and normal and cool, and everyone likes it.
Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest, Jordan, that was covered. Like,
that one was
he's going to
covered.
put the ends on.
Alex says, could you determine how long it is, or do you have to commit to whatever length it is? To which I would ask you, when was the last time you went to the bathroom? It would be pretty much exactly like that.
So it'd be about like 4 inches long?
Well, I don't know. Well, no, because it would be more structure. It would have more structural integrity. You know what I mean?
Okay, so but like you are saying the volume is the same?
It would be 4 inches like at a time per push. I don't want to get too graphic.
Okay, so this is what Alex just asked. Is like, can you somehow kind of intentionally decide the length based on your effort? And is the cord at all made of waste? Do you need to have a higher caloric intake if you need more cord?
The cord is not made of waste. The extension cord comes out of my butt perfectly clean. It's perfectly clean. It is made of copper and rubber and probably a couple of pieces of paper in between the wires.
So
like
it's made
around
with
the ground.
magic.
It's not made with, it's made with my body.
Okay. No. So everything that you make with your body, you have to put material in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Did I have to eat bones to grow bones, Bug?
No, but you had to eat food.
Yeah.
You had to have nutrients. So what makes the cord?
The nutrients. I don't understand the problem.
Okay. So you do eat food to make the cord.
No shit, I eat food. I'm always eating food.
Okay, no.
So are you.
No. This is some kind of bad faith argument. I asked you if you wanted to make more cord, would you need to have like a higher caloric intake? Would you need to change your diet? Would you need to eat differently? And then you just said, my body makes it, which isn't an answer.
It is. No, I would not need to eat differently. Yes, I would still eat food. I would continue my life the same way I do now.
What makes the cord?
The food and things I eat.
Okay. So if you need to make more cord, it would stand to reason that you need to eat more food.
Oh, how about maybe that depends. It would be the exact, I don't understand this. It would be the exact same as if you needed to shit more. And so you would eat more food if you needed to shit more. I wouldn't always be needing to make extension cord.
I didn't insinuate that you would. I posed a hypothetical to better understand this biological imperative of yours. And I asked you if you needed to shit more cord, would you need to eat more food?
Yeah, I guess. But it wouldn't be like different, you know?
I don't understand what you're talking about with different. I don't know why you're even bringing that up.
Jordan says superpower equals sure. We can suspend disbelief and they'll be super clean and not smell like the inside of your butt.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah, but you didn't I asked that to see if we were doing a thing like that. And then you said, well, I do still poop from there. Yes, poop will still be around that area. And like, you didn't help me at all. Like at all.
Well, yeah, I would eat food and the food would either turn into poop or cord based on what I need.
Okay.
I think this is a good idea.
Okay. So the cord is made from waste.
The cord is made from naturally occurring compounds.
Like how poop is made from naturally occurring compounds, aka waste, your body can't process.
Yeah. Except my body can process this stuff because it processes it into an extension cord.
Okay, well, I think French Alexander has said it in one. Mason, I think you pooped yourself into a corner.
I think I may have pooped myself into a corner. Alex also said if you were having a bad tummy day, would it be a bunch of tiny cables? And that's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah.
It is... Well, actually, one more comment. Jordan said, Moss is going to lose his mind when he realizes that you don't need to eat organs as a baby in order to grow organs. And then Jordan also said, this entire discussion feels like we're a regular normal post on Reddit and Moss is that person.
That is true.
Well, I think it's a good idea. And Squared says, am I the asshole? I offered to shit extension cords and everyone booed?
People are mad at me because I said I'll not worry too much about disinfecting them. I feel like that's not my job.
Whatever. 646. I'm broke it. I'm just saying numbers. 7:18 on the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. Let's go ahead and move over and look at the telephone.
Okay.